the effect of what you did. Even though we read, you can mitigate it. Since you're now enlightened, and since you know the laws of the karma, suppose you find somebody comes and gives you a real hard time, real hard time. Even though you didn't do anything wrong to him, then you will understand this is my own karma. And since you understand the law, always you will be on top of that person. So when you receive the evil karma, the effect, you can take it with ease of mind. Instead of getting really angry and then making the karma even bigger. Suppose you throw your gun and kill him. That karma will never stop. So when you see your turn your left cheek or the other cheek. Are you with me? That's the way you can mitigate it. One most important point I'm going to make is this. When you are in a situation like that, in the karmic situation, in the case of the two monks, they were not enlightened yet. So the light of the wisdom was not shining in a situation like that. So if Chi-sang, if he had the light of wisdom shining, he would take it. At best, it is as good as a handful of dust, no matter how precious it is. He could give him. Then he would not have had such a difficult time. Remember hanging on a tree like that? So whenever you are in any adverse conditions and trying situations, you must be ready with the light of wisdom. Only when you have the light of wisdom, you can see what's going to give you pain, what's going to give you pleasure. And if the light of wisdom is turned off, blown out, you cannot get out of the troubles. So what does Buddhism teach? Buddhism teaches enlightenment. If you are not enlightened to your original nature, there is no light of wisdom. Very important. It's like walking in the dark. So the heart of the Buddhist teaching, and in my translation of the scripture, the practice of Ironsang, it also says, what is the method of practicing this Ironsang? It says, take the Ironsang as the symbol of the Buddha's mind, of course, and also is the truth you can find. Taking the truth of Ironsang as the guide. Because if you don't believe, if you don't have the faith in the truth of Ironsang, you go nowhere. There is no enlightenment. The method is you have to be enlightened to the truth of Ironsang, and then after the enlightenment, after the awakening, you now have the light of the wisdom called prajna wisdom. Prajna wisdom. So the real practice of WonBuddhism is to know this prajna wisdom, which in your normal life is a perfect, complete, utterly fair, and unselfish mind. Perfect mind, which is none other than the prajna wisdom. So our goal is to know that prajna wisdom, nourish it. You have to nourish foster the prajna wisdom. Why? When you are enlightened, it doesn't mean the wattage of your light is like 1,000 watts. Maybe it could be just 10 watts, which is better than nothing. Grow it to 100 watts. Eventually 1,000 watts. Buddha's wattage of the light of wisdom is 1,000,000 watts. You know that. And I hope the light of the wisdom is at least like 100 watts, so that you can see through the dark area. Sometimes it's very difficult to solve certain problems. There you need the light of the wisdom. And then using the prajna wisdom properly. And this is one Buddhist practice of Iruan-san. And if the light of the wisdom is not shining, when you create karma, there's no guarantee. You are only going to create good karma. So it is of utmost importance that you are enlightened to your original nature so that the light of the wisdom can shine.